exciting baseball game.
Yeah. No, it was a good game. Obviously, we needed to win that kind of game. That tight game and back and forth, and obviously to have the opportunity to get our guys, kind of our setup guys, Jimmy and Roman, and then obviously for Joe to close it out in that tight game. That should give us that kind of confidence that we need, and that's what we always talk about. We really hung in there. Their pitchers did an outstanding job, and that's kind of the resiliency, that you need in a club. There's I don't think we had to hit through 4 or 5 innings. We just kind of hung in there, and that's confidence, and that's poise. So obviously at the end of the day, we grinded it out.
I think Ben Lively's outing, they got a career strikeouts 11.
I think Ben Lively was very good. I think Ben Lively, from an improvement standpoint, was even better. He really was. He absolutely, he's really worked hard. These last couple of days to get the ball down in the zone. And you look at it, he gave up the home run in the first inning there on a changeup that was up. And besides that, he pretty much consistently went down in the zone. So look, Ben did a great job tonight. I think probably, from start to finish, certainly if not his best, one of his best outings that he's had since being at UCF, and that's what we need. To him pitching that major role for us, he's got to be able to do that.
Can you talk about how well the bottom third of your lineup did tonight?
Yeah, they did a good job. We've got a very balanced lineup. We really do, and we've got. I told the guys, what we're trying to do is offensively, we're trying to put ourselves in position to create a big inning. To be honest with you, we've got. It's an interesting dynamic. We have 7 to 9 left-handed hitters there against right-handed pitching. So it's pretty interesting, as far as how guys pitch us and whatnot. But the point being is that those guys did a good job. We've got balance. We got lefties, we got a couple switch hitters, some runners, some guys driving out. So obviously, one thing offensive, it's nice to see Nick Perillo to get going tonight.
Coach, you gotta like what you saw in closer tonight. How big is it for him to have to get a save situation here early in the season?
Well, listen, obviously Joe did a good job. I think it's big just to have him out there and do it, but I don't think it's big from confidence standpoint. Joe Rogers has tremendous confidence. Joe's been there for us for 3 years now, and Joe knows I've got all the confidence in the world in him. But Joe, look, I think the most important thing is just to have Joe out there, that out there finally to kind of in that tight game, that tight ball game, and for him to get the experience to do it. But we got all the confidence in the world in Joe. Joe's been doing it for 3 years.
Travis Reed and the season you guys so far on a 5-game winning streak.
Yeah, Schriever's doing a good job. He's a scrapper and he's a battler, and that's his game. He's got to play at a high level, a high energy level, and that's kind of what it is. And he's obviously swinging the bat very well, and that's what we need out of him in that spot. We need him to be able to bounce around and create a little havoc, and he had some big hits for us.
Talk about tomorrow's game and what do you expect out of Brian Atkins?
Well, what I'm expecting of Brian Atkins is to be better than he was last week, to be quite honest with you. Brian needs to be better. I know what Brian's going to do. As a pitching coach, you want to know 2 things of your pitcher. Number 1, he's going to throw strikes. Number 2, he's going to compete. If guys do those 2 things, then you're going to be in most ball games. And I know with Brian, he's going to do those 2 things clearly. But really what we're looking for tomorrow with Brian is to have a little bit better command down in the zone than he had last week. And Brian does that, he'll be in good shape.
Was it because of his outing last week that you bumped him to the Saturday starter?
No, not really. Listen, right now we've got 3 outstanding starters. And, whether somebody's pitching on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's kind of irrelevant. You got to win each game, without any question. So I've kind of just tried to move it around a little bit and see. Listen, I've got a lot of confidence in Ben. I got a lot of confidence in Chris. And Brian Atkins has been out there for 3 years for us. So we'll keep playing with it. Really, each weekend is going to be what I think puts us in the best position to win. All right, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.